Bonku Babu's friend. No one had ever seen Bonku Babu get angry. He was a teacher at the Kankurgachi primary school. Every year, a new batch of students came to be taught, but old or new. The tradition of teasing poor Bonku Babu continued among the students. Bonku Babu did not get upset by any of this. Only sometimes he would clear his throat and say, "Shame on you, children." Bonku Babu also went to the lawyer Shripati Mujumdar's house on weekends. The lawyer was an important man and liked to collect as many people around him as possible. It made him feel very important. However, even here, nearly everybody poked fun at Bonku Babu. Sometimes his umbrella or his shoes would be hidden, or he would be forced to sing. On one particular day, the topic of conversation was satellites. After a few minutes of such conversation, Chandi Babu declared, "You can say what you like, but I don't think we should waste our time worrying about satellites." "All right," said Nidhu Babu. "Of course, it is a human achievement to build a satellite. But let's talk of something else. What about a rocket? That is more important, isn't it?" Chandi Babu wrinkled his nose. "What good is a rocket? Of course, if one was made here and was to take off from the Maidan nearby, then we could all go and buy tickets to watch the show. Well, then that would be nice, but—" "You're right," Ram Kanai agreed. "Rockets have no meaning for us here." Bhairav Chakravarti spoke up. "Suppose some creature from a different planet arrived on Earth." The others all dismissed this idea. "No one would come here, and even if they did, you and I would never be able to see it." Everyone quietly sipped their tea for a few minutes. Suddenly, Bonku Babu cleared his throat and said gently, Suppose they came here?" Nidhu Babu, Chandi Babu and the others all pretended to be amazed. "Hey, Bunkam, said something." "What did you say, Bunkam? What's coming and from where?" Bonku Babu repeated his words, his tone still gentle. "Suppose someone from a different planet came here." At this, Bhairav Chakravarti laughed loudly and said, "What a thing to say! Why would a creature from another planet land here? Why not in Moscow or London or even Calcutta?" "Maybe aliens would come to a place like this to take away a specimen like Bonku Babu," suggested Chandi Babu. Nidhu Babu added, "Indeed, Bunkam is an ideal specimen to keep in the museum or the zoo." Bonku Babu did not reply, but stood up at once. "It's getting late, and I have some work at home. Namaskar." Though the others tried to stop him, he insisted on leaving at once. He would not stay to be laughed at any more that night. Bonku Babu saw the strange light when he was about halfway through the bamboo grove, which was a little used shortcut to his house, though he could not immediately put his finger on it. He was aware that something was unusual about that night. Suddenly he realized that he could not hear any of the sounds he normally heard at night. The sound of crickets and other insects buzzing around. Puzzled, he walked on, only to see that in a clearing near the pond, there was glowing pink light shining on every leaf and branch. As he moved forward, an object like a giant glass bowl turned upside down, came into view. What could it be? The strange object seemed to cover the pond completely. Not even in a dream had Bonku Babu seen such a strange sight. There was also a steady humming sound all around. As he stood and stared, he noticed that the glass mound seemed to be rising and falling, exactly as one's chest moves while breathing. He stepped forward to get a better look, but suddenly felt as if an electric current passed through his body. His hands and feet seemed to be tied with an invisible rope, so that he could move neither forward nor backward. Bonku Babu, standing stiffly on the same spot, suddenly noticed that the object gradually stopped breathing. The humming sound also stopped. A second later, a voice spoke, shattering the silence. It sounded human, but was extraordinarily thin. "Millipee, ping, crook! Millipee, ping, crook!" it said loudly. Bonku Babu almost jumped. What did it mean? What language was this? And where was the speaker? The next words the voice spoke made his heart jump again. "Who are you? Who are you?" These were English words. Was the question addressed to him? Bonku Babu swallowed. "I am Bonku Bihari Datta, sir. Bonku Bihari Datta," he replied. "Are you English? Are you English?" the voice went on. "No, sir," Bonku shouted back. "Bengali, sir." There was a short pause. Then the voice was speaking again. "Namaskar!" Bonku Babu heaved a sigh of relief and returned the greeting. "Namaskar," he said, suddenly realizing that the invisible bonds that had been holding him tightly had disappeared. He was free to run away, but he did not. He now saw a portion of the glass mound was sliding to one side, opening out like a door. Through the door emerged a head, like a plain, smooth ball, and then the body of a weird creature. Its arms and legs were amazingly thin. With the exception of its head, its whole body was covered by a shiny pink outfit. Instead of ears, it had a tiny hole on each side of its head. There were two holes where there should have been a nose, and another gaping hole where the mouth should be. There was no sign of hair anywhere. Its eyes were round and bright yellow and appeared to be glowing in the dark. Having stared at Bonku Babu for nearly a minute, the creature spoke again. "Are you human? Is this Earth?" "Yes," replied Bonku Babu. "Ah, I thought as much. My instruments are not working properly. I was supposed to go to Pluto. That is why I first spoke to you in the language they use on Pluto. When you didn't reply, I realized I had landed on the wrong planet." Bonku Babu did not know what to say, as he was feeling quite uncomfortable. The creature had started to press his arms and legs with its long, slim fingers. When it finished this examination, it introduced itself. "I am Ang, from the planet Cranus, a far superior being than man. I know 14,000 languages. There is not a single language in your entire solar system that I do not know. I also know 31 languages spoken on planets outside your system. I have been to 25 of them. Bonku Babu scratched his head and swallowed hard. Take a look at this. Ang offered him a small object, which looked like a pebble. Bonku Babu touched it for an instant and felt the same electric current pass through his body. He withdrew his hand at once. Ang smiled. A little while ago, you could not move. Do you know why? It was only because I had this little thing in my hand. It would stop anyone from getting closer. It makes any enemy perfectly powerless without hurting them. Bonku Babu was taken aback. He ran his tongue over his parched lips. Ang spoke again. I have been watching you. I have examined your arms and legs. There is no doubt that you belong to a much inferior species. However, as far as humans are concerned, you are not too bad. I mean, you are a good man, but you have a major fault. You are too meek and mild. You must always speak up against injustice and protest if anyone hurts or insults you. Anyway, it was nice to have met you, although I really wasn't supposed to be here at this time. There's no point in wasting more time on your earth. I had better go.
Goodbye, Mr. Ang. I am very happy to have...
Bonku Babu could not complete his sentence. In less than a second, almost before he could grasp what was happening, Ang had leapt into his spaceship and risen over Boncha Ghosh's bamboo grove. Then he vanished completely. Bonku Babu realized that the crickets had started chirping again. It was really quite late. He resumed walking towards his house. The next day was a Sunday. Everyone had turned up for their usual meeting at Shripati Babu's house. Tonight, Boncha Ghosh was also present at the meeting. He was talking about his bamboo grove, where all the bamboos around the pond had shed all their leaves. Everyone was talking about it, when suddenly Bonku Babu entered the room. No, to say entered would be wrong. It was as if a small hurricane swept in. Bonku Babu then burst into a guffaw and laughed loudly for a whole minute, as no one had ever heard him laugh before. When he finally stopped laughing, he cleared his throat and began speaking.
Friends, I have great pleasure in telling you that this is the last time you will see me at your meeting. The only reason I came today is to tell you all a few things before I go. First of all, this is for all of you. You speak a great deal of rubbish. Only fools talk of things they don't know anything about. Second, this is for Chandi Babu. At your age, hiding other people's shoes and umbrellas is not just childish, but totally wrong. Kindly bring my umbrella and brown canvas shoes to my house tomorrow. Nidhu Babu, if you call me Bunkum, I will call you Nitwit. And you must learn to live with that. And Shripati Babu, you are an important man and must have hangers on, but please count me out from today. Poncha Babu, you are here as well. Let me inform you that last night an Ang arrived from the planet Cranus and landed on the pond in your bamboo grove. We had a long chat. The Ang was most amiable. Bonku Babu finished his speech and slapped Bhairav Chakravarti's back so hard that he choked. Then he made his exit, walking swiftly, his head held high.
Here's a detailed mind map with 50 key points. including character sketches, incidents, and themes from Bonku Babu's Friend by Satyajit Ray. Mind map. 1 introduction. 1. Bonku Babu, the protagonist, a mild-mannered and timid schoolteacher in Kankargachi village, teaches geography and Bengali in a primary school. Known for his simple lifestyle and polite nature, never argues or gets into fights, becomes a target of ridicule by students and villagers. 2. His appearance and personality. Thin, middle-aged man with spectacles, wears simple traditional clothes, a dhoti and kurta, soft-spoken and avoids conflicts. Despite being humiliated, he never fights back. 2. Bonku Babu's life at school. 3. How students tease him. Students call him Bonku Babu in a mocking tone. Draw cartoons of him on the blackboard. Put glue on his chair, making him struggle to stand. Release firecrackers near him on Kali Puja. He never reacts angrily, only says, "Shame on you, boys." 4. His passion for teaching. Despite the teasing, he is a dedicated teacher, enjoys teaching bright students who respect him. He tells them stories beyond textbooks. 5. Stories he tells students. Adventures of foreign lands like Africa and the Arctic. Stories about lost civilizations, e.g. Atlantis. Fascinating facts about geography and space. His students admire his knowledge, though others mock him. 3. The weekly Adda discussion group at Shripati Babu's house. 6. Shripati Babu, the host of the Adda, wealthy village head who hosts weekly gatherings. Acts as a leader, but joins in mocking Bonku Babu. 7. Other members of the group. Bhairav Chakravarti, a rich, arrogant man who enjoys teasing Bonku Babu. Nidu Babu takes credit for Bonku Babu's observations. Other villagers enjoy making fun of Bonku Babu for entertainment. 8. How they mock Bonku Babu, force him to attend against his will. Laugh at his opinions, no matter what he says. Call him idiot and fool, in a sarcastic way. Assign him the worst seat in the room. 9. The ghost prank on Bonku Babu. One evening, they discuss ghost stories. Bonku Babu says he isn't afraid of ghosts. That night, a man covered in black ink jumps on him. His kurta gets torn, but he doesn't scream. He only says, "Who is this mischief maker?" The group laughs at his helplessness. 4. Bonku Babu's interest in space and aliens. 10. The Adda discusses space travel. A satellite is seen in the night sky. Bonku Babu mentions aliens might visit Earth. The group laughs loudly and calls him a fool. 11. Bhairav Chakravarti's rudeness. Slaps Bonku Babu mockingly, saying aliens would take you as a specimen. Says Bonku Babu looks like a bat or rat. Others join in insulting him. 12. Bonku Babu feels humiliated, realizes he is only invited for mockery. Wonders why they never respect him. Feels like an outsider, even in his own village. 5. The turning point. Bonku Babu stands up for himself. 13. His internal conflict. For the first time, he feels deep anger. Looks at the group and thinks they resemble animals too. Wants to speak up, but stays silent. 14. He finally decides to leave. Stands up abruptly. Shripati Babu asks, "Where are you going?" He says, "It's late, I must go." 15. A new realization. For the first time, he chooses to walk away from humiliation, hints at a possible change in his personality. 6. Themes and morals of the story. 16. Social ridicule and bullying, shows how society mistreats kind and gentle people. 17. Dignity and self-respect, highlights Bonku Babu's journey from tolerance to realization. 18. Curiosity versus mockery. Bonku Babu's interest in space is mocked instead of encouraged. 19. Foreshadowing his transformation. His silent anger hints that he might change in the future. Conclusion. 20. Bonku Babu's Friend is a powerful satire on how society mistreats kind-hearted people. 21. It shows that even the meek can find courage when pushed too far. 22. The ending suggests that Bonku Babu might change, standing up for himself. Bonku Babu, after leaving the villagers' Adda, walks home alone through the open field on a quiet, dark night. As he takes a shortcut, he suddenly notices a strange metallic glow ahead. His curiosity grows when he sees a large, round, metallic spacecraft shimmering under the night sky. Though fear grips him, He feels an undeniable pull toward the mysterious object. From the spacecraft, a strange figure emerges, a short being with a round head, large bright eyes, thin limbs, and glowing blue skin. The sight shocks Bonku Babu, but even more astonishing is that the creature communicates with him telepathically, without speaking a single word. The alien introduces itself as Aang from planet Cranius and explains that it has come to study human beings. When Bonku Babu hesitantly asks why he was chosen, Aang replies that he is different from others. His mind is open and receptive. This response surprises him, as he has always been overlooked and ridiculed by others. As their conversation progresses, Aang places a gentle hand on Bonku Babu's head. A sudden wave of confidence and intelligence surges through him, making him feel as though he has awakened from years of self-doubt. Aang tells him that he has been underestimating himself all his life, and that true strength lies in believing in oneself. Moments later, Aang walks back to the spacecraft, and Bonku Babu watches in awe as the spaceship rises into the sky and disappears. He stands there for a long time, absorbing the profound change within him. The next day, Bonku Babu returns to school with an air of confidence he has never felt before. The students, sensing this change, hesitate to mock him. Later, at the Ada, when Bhairav Chakravarti attempts to insult him, Bonku Babu responds sharply, leaving the villagers astonished. His newfound self-respect earns him an unexpected level of admiration. This encounter with Aang transforms Bonku Babu's life. The experience teaches him that confidence and dignity come from within, and no one can belittle a person who believes in themselves. Here are 50 multiple-choice questions, MCQs, based on Bonku Babu's Friend by Satyajit Ray, along with their answers. Comprehension-based questions. 1. What subject does Bonku Babu teach? A. Mathematics and science. B. Geography and Bengali. C. History and English. D. Physics and chemistry. Answer. B. Geography and Bengali. 2. How long has Bonku Babu been a teacher at Kankargachi Village Primary School? A. 10 years. B. 15 years. C. 22 years. D. 30 years. Answer C. 22 years. 3. How do students tease Bonku Babu? A. Drawing his cartoon on the board. B. Putting glue on his chair. C. Setting off a chasing rocket behind him. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. 4. What does Bonku Babu say when students prank him? I will punish you. B. Shame on you, boys. C. I will resign. D. This is unacceptable. B. Shame on you, boys. 5. Why does Bonku Babu tolerate the pranks? A. He enjoys them. B. He fears losing his job. C. He believes students will change. D. He wants to be popular. Answer. B. He fears losing his job. 6. What kind of students does Bonku Babu enjoy teaching? A. Naughty students. B. Good students. C. Students who prank him. D. Weak students. Good students. 7. What does Bonku Babu discuss with his students? A. His personal life. B. Adventures in foreign lands. C. Village politics. D. School gossip. Answer. B. Adventures in foreign lands. 8. Where does Bonku Babu go on weekends? A. To the market. B. To Shripati Majumdar's house. C. To his relative's home. To the city. Answer. To Shripati Majumdar's house. 9. Does Bonku Babu hesitate to attend the weekend meetings? A. He dislikes tea. He gets ridiculed. C. He has other work. He finds them boring. B. He gets ridiculed. 10. What happened when Bonku Babu claimed not to be afraid of ghosts? A. He was praised. B. He was given a prize. C. He was attacked by a spook. D. He was made the leader. Answer C. He was attacked by a spook. 11. Who is Shripati Majumdar? A. A school principal. B. A lawyer and an important village figure. C. A businessman. D. Bonku Babu's colleague. Answer. B. A lawyer and an important village figure. 12. Why does Shripati Babu invite Bonku Babu to the meeting? A. He values his knowledge. He enjoys ridiculing him. C. He wants to help him. D. He admires Bonku Babu. Answer. B. He enjoys ridiculing him. 13. Which character falsely takes credit for seeing the strange light? A. Chandi Babu. B. Ramkanai. Nidhu Babu. D. Bhairav Chakravarti. Nidhu Babu. 14. What does Bhairav Chakravarti compare Bonku Babu to? A. A scientist. B. A school principal. C. A zoo specimen. D. A leader. Answer. C. A zoo specimen. 15. What was Nidhu Babu's reaction when Bonku Babu spoke about aliens? A. He encouraged him. B. He ignored him. C. He mocked him. D. Agreed with him. Answer C. He mocked him. 16. What is the primary theme of the story? A. The power of friendship. B. The struggles of an underdog. C. The importance of wealth. D. The benefits of education. B. The struggles of an underdog. 17. What does the story say about human nature? A. People are always kind. B. People often mock the weak. C. People never change. D. People fear technology. Answer. People often mock the weak. 18. Which concept is explored in the discussion at Sripati Babu's house? A. Mythology. B. Space and aliens. C. History of India. D. Politics. B. Space and aliens. 19. What does Bonku Babu secretly think about his tormentors? A. They should be punished. B. They resemble animals. C. They should apologize. D. They are good people inside. B. They resemble animals. 20. What does Bonku Babu dream of? Becoming rich. B. Meeting an alien. C. Leaving his village. D. Becoming a lawyer. Meeting an alien. 21. Who is the author of Bonku Babu's Friend? A. Rabindranath Tagore. B. R.K. Narayan. Satyajit Ray. D. Premchand. C. Satyajit Ray. 22. Which festival is mentioned in the story? A. Diwali. B. Holi. C. Kali Puja. D. Durga Puja. And C. Kali Puja. 23. Which place is frequently mentioned in the story? A. Kolkata. B. Delhi. C. Kankargachi. D. Mumbai. 24. What is the profession of Nidhu Babu? A. Teacher. B. Lawyer. C. Businessman. D. Not mentioned.